David here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. We have a film review today, an action thriller, and the film's called Take Back. Please, if you're new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. If you enjoy what I do, I try and inform and perhaps entertain as we go along. And we do these film and TV drama reviews, also do information vlogs on what's out to buy, what's on at the cinema, what certain actors are up to, etc, etc. So please check out the playlist if you enjoy this. And you'll also see some stuff on my football team, Manchester City, as well. I have the Citizen channel, City Pass, City Present, City Quizzes, City Information Vlogs, City Book Clubs, lots of different things there. If that's of any interest or any interest to someone you might know, please point them in my direction. But if it's just films and TV, please stick with me here on this one. And if you need any friends or followers on Facebook and Twitter, just look at the links on screen, seek me out, and then I do check every 3 or 4 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. So if you're after any more friends and followers, all comments are welcome on this film or anything to do with film and TV, doesn't matter, just leave a comment. If you haven't got time for a comment today, please just give us a little thumbs up, that's nice. I mean, it's nice to get views on these, but it's nice to get thumbs up as well. Right, yeah, a little action thriller, not a big budget thing, called Take Back, but I did watch it, so I thought it was worth a little. Sometimes I watch these films and I don't really want to review them because they're not very good and not many people have liked them, and this could fall into that category, but there's just 1 or 2 things in it that are sort of appealed to me that didn't make it a total disaster, but we'll talk about it now anyway. It's 1 hour and 25 minutes, directed by Christian Sesma and written by quite a newcomer, I think, Zach Zeres. What's it about? Well, Zara, played by Gillian White, and Brian, played by Michael J. White, are living the perfect small-town life, of course they are, when Zara heroically foils a robber and becomes headline news. Similar plot, nothing clever about the plot in this. I mean, you've seen it before, but we'll carry on. This unwanted notoriety draws elements of Zara's mysterious past back into her life, putting her family in danger. When Zara and Brian's daughter is kidnapped by a sadistic gang of people traffickers led by the vicious Patrick, played by, Mickey Rourke, the pair face a race against time to save her life. It also stars James Russo as Detective Chalmers. He's also on the trail of Patrick and whoever else is causing trouble. It's, as I said, Internet Movie Database. It's only getting a 3.6 out of 10, so not a fantastic score, but that's based on 121 scores and reviews that have been left. A different drummer on the 30th of March 2021. He headlined his little review, almost, maybe, perhaps, an okay film. And he gave it 6 out of 10, which wasn't a total. That was one of the highest scores, obviously. And he goes on to say, Rourke is the Bob Joyce of bad guys. Even pushing 70, he still gets the job done. Dennis Miller once said of Rourke, in a typically flamboyant role, I wonder if Mickey even knows he's in a movie. Michael J. White never quite got the career he deserved and lately seems happy to underplay everything. His wife Gillian steals what is left of the film after director Sesma misses countless opportunities to improve the pacing and audience interest. He somehow manages to make even sex trafficking seem boring. Could have been a contender. Sauerkraut on the 30th of March 2021 wrote the base story is okay and then gave it 3 out of 10. So he went on to say this is about the only thing that is even okay about this movie. The acting is horrendous and the script is even worse. Mickey Rourke should just go away. His acting is so bad. Only watch this is one of the only thing, if it's only the only thing available to watch. Okay, not exactly high praise. And Top Dog Critic on the 4th of April 2021. Too much filler for little substance of a generic story. The cinematography was good, he said, and the performances were actually not bad considering Sesma clearly failed in directing his cast properly. Luckily, he had some seasoned actors who pulled through, and the White's performances were the standout for me. Even my boy Rourke seemed bored for most part of the film. Oh, and what was the meaning and purpose of his bandages? Lol. Sloppy writing and lots of it, but considering it's from an amateur writer, the blame falls mainly on the experienced director, being even sloppier and lazier at his job. A little effort could have gone a long way in this one, but as it is, it's only a 5 out of 10 from me. So there you go. So, not gushing. My little thoughts on it. Yeah, I mean, it is an odd film, and it's not just the watching of Mickey Rourke. He does I just like watching his face. I just like watching the movement of certain parts of his face now. But hey, that's not his fault. That's just how it is, isn't it? That's just how, well, it is his fault, I suppose. But there you go. So I did enjoy the parts where Mickey Rourke was in it. But yeah, he's a bit long in the tooth for these sort of roles now. I mean, okay, it's not the most original plot, as I said when I was reading out the synopsis before. And the actors are a bit of a mishmash, as well as the names, the Whites and Mickey Rourke. Some of the other acting talents a little bit up and down. But really, there's actually not a bad film in here somewhere. Sadly, most of it's well hidden in some filler and bad directing, as I think one of the critics said. It is based supposedly on a true story, and you can see elements of believability in the story. I'm sure there's plenty of license used. I mean, for me, and I think one of the critics said it before, Gillian White is possibly the standout from the actors and deserves some better stuff coming up perhaps than this one. And it appeared longer. I think I read a thing where it seemed a long time. Yeah, it did appear a longer or seem a longer film than it actually was, which is never a good sign, is it, if a film drags and gets a little bit boring. As I said, people trafficking made to look boring, which, let's face it, it isn't, is it? But we'd say 10 or 15 minutes off it, say an hour and 20 minutes, and some tweaks here and there, it would have been a far better movie, certainly for a B-movie revenge thriller anyway, which is what basically it is. Perhaps a bit more character development, and in the trafficking scenes, yeah, I mean, so just a bit more oomph about them. Let's know at least a couple of the girls. Obviously, they weren't paid any special rates because there wasn't much chatting between them. But I wouldn't have minded learning a little bit about them. And but everything seemed a little bit wishy-washy, and like in someone's back shed, they had these girls, and it just didn't seem to quite work. Didn't really explore the tension and the horror of it really. Of course, there are worse out there, and I think that Internet Movie Database score of 3.6 is a little low, perhaps. But I wouldn't say it was fantastic. It's sort of a background watch for me. I can do other things and have this on in the background, and there's some scenes in this that are quite good, and you can sort of dip in and just raise your eyes and watch the good bits, as I say, which seem to be a few and far between in quite a long film. But it's such a shame because, as I said, there is a good story in there somewhere. But yeah, as for my score, well, yeah, I can't. I'm not going to go as low as 3.6, but I can't give it my watchable rating because obviously I think a lot of people will be disappointed watching this. But as I said, if you go into it with very, very low expectations as a revenge thriller, then there may be elements of this you'll like. So I'm going to give it my not bad rating, not a total disaster, but a 5 out of 10, which isn't great, is it? But for me, I don't really score much less than 5.55 anyway for poor films. Anything less than that, I tend not to bother you with a vlog, to be honest with you, because I don't think it's worthwhile. But I will give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I mean the film is actually available to buy online now, so obviously you've checked your territories wherever you are at just £7. It's not expensive if you must own it and you do like it, or you do like some of the actors in it or the director, etc. And it's also, I think, if you'll have to look around, but I have seen it available to watch on YouTube as well. So if you fancy for that, might be worth just a little bit of the background watch, mightn't it? Anyway, let me know in the comments if you get to watch this what you think. Thanks for watching. How are you going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. Till we meet here again on the Film and TV channel. Or perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel, whatever it is. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.